Are you overwhelmed with the thought of decluttering your home? Well, today I'm going to share some 1-minute decluttering hacks and tips that hopefully can get you started out on your decluttering journey. These may take 1 minute or less to do when you're going through your day, so hopefully some of these will inspire you. Let's jump in. One tip I have is whenever I put on an outfit and I don't like the way I look in it, it doesn't seem to fit right, or maybe I just haven't worn it in a long time, thought I would try it out, and then I didn't like it again. Instead of hanging it back up in the closet, I will put that item straight into the declutter box. I just think, what is the point of me hanging that thing back up just to have to go through that process again, maybe in a week or a month, and have it clogging up my closet? So if you want a quick way to declutter a piece of clothing, get rid of it as soon as you know that you are not going to be wearing it anymore. Set up a spot for your decluttered items. This should take less than a minute to do. I have this basket right here that I keep in my closet, and every time I come across something that we are no longer using, so here's an outfit that my youngest son just grew out of, and some bath toys that he was actually scared of. He didn't ever want to have in the bath with him. What I do is I just take them straight to this box that I keep in my closet, but you could put a bag in the back of your car if that makes it easier to get the things out of your house quicker. It could be a box in your garage or by your back door or your front door, or just anywhere where there's a spot that maybe is out of the way, but you know that you can take those items straight there. And then when you have enough of them, they can be dropped off at the donation spot of your choice. I just find it easier to have this basket in my closet here in the corner, out of the way. That way, as soon as I find something, I don't have to wonder, where am I gonna put this until it's time to actually drop it off. I just put it in the box, and then I know I can gather everything when I head out and go by the donation store. So this is usually something that can be done under a minute to set up this area. And don't overthink it, just make it as simple as possible for yourself, and I swear this will help with the decluttering process. Another place that can usually be decluttered in under a minute is the refrigerator. Just look through, pull out all the leftovers that are no longer good, way past their due date. Pull out all the little sauce packets that you're probably never going to eat, the ones that come for free from McDonald's or wherever you go and get your fast food from. Get rid of all the vegetables that have become moldy. And this is something that I usually try to do whenever I go grocery shopping. I take 1 extra minute right before I go grocery shopping just to pull all those things out, put them in the sink or put them in the trash or the recycle bin, whatever I need to do, and clear out the fridge. But if you get focused about it, it can usually take less than a minute to go through and get rid of those items, and it just feels really great when you bring the new stuff in and you can easily organize it without a whole bunch of extra little things in the way. A great 1 minute declutter tip is when you're doing laundry, if you see something that is terribly stained, ripped, or in really terrible condition, that is when I will declutter that item immediately. It takes less than 1 minute to pull things out. This could be a holy sock of my own. I'm in my kids' room because usually it's their stuff that can look really trashed or torn quickly, and I don't realize until I'm doing the laundry and I see those items. But instead of waiting for a huge declutter day, I will just pull those items out right away. It takes less than a minute to just throw them into the pile to get rid of. And I do want to mention that when things are really stained or ripped, this is stuff that I throw away because it cannot be given to a secondhand store. I don't think that's fair to them. And let's be honest, sometimes things are just trash. So it only takes a minute to do that, and I feel like that's a great way to get started with decluttering because you are taking things out as you go through your day, and it's not very overwhelming. It's a really simple process and can be done very quickly. If you're finding these tips helpful, you can join my email list, which I will link down below. Another great 1-minute decluttering hack is to go through mail and paper things right away. So as soon as the mail comes into our mailbox, I come and get it, I open it and see what's in there, and if it's not necessary, I rip it up and put it straight into the recycling bin. This takes less than 1 minute and I deal with it immediately every single day. I don't have a big pile of papers waiting for me. This is one of the easiest things to deal with right away, and it rarely takes me more than a minute. So as soon as we get something new into our house that we're replacing the other item, I always try to remember to get rid of the old item that it's replacing. Here is the perfect example. I just bought my oldest son new flip-flops for the summer, and here we have the old flip-flops. So you can see he got his use out of this, and this takes less than 1 minute to bring the new ones in and pick out the old ones and throw them in the trash, because no one's getting any more use out of this flip-flop. But this can apply to almost everything in your home. If you are on a maintenance level with decluttering, you just know as soon as one new thing's coming in, the item that it's replacing needs to go out. And sometimes I forget this. I know I bought new shoes and then I still had the old ones for a few weeks, and then I remembered, oh yeah, that was it to replace those. So I went in my closet, grabbed those out, and I had to throw them in the trash because they were in such bad condition that they could not be donated. But that's just how it goes with some items. But that's a great way to do a decluttering job in less than 1 minute. Grab a trash bag and head into an area that you know has a lot of unneeded stuff that won't be going to a secondhand store. For us, that is my kids' room. Because they bring so many things home from school, I can usually fill up at least half a trash bag, I would say every other week, with papers and little doodads that they brought home from school and just left on the floor or threw in a drawer. And it's a really great way to clean out really quickly. And sometimes it's just worth our mental sanity to throw something away rather than spend hours pondering what we should be doing with these items. And in all honesty, some things are just trash and need to be thrown in the trash. But it can take 1 minute or less to run through your home, gather all the trash, and take it out of your home. And while this might not seem like decluttering, it is, because it can get the ball rolling and it can inspire you to let go of more things that maybe are not trash. Some other really great places to look when you want to get some quick decluttering done are very specific areas like your sock drawer. Go through, get rid of all those socks that are really worn out. Maybe they have holes, they were uncomfortable, they never fit right, they hurt your feet. There's so many things that can be decluttered quite quickly if you just focus in one really tiny area. So sock drawer, underwear drawer, jackets. You could focus on getting rid of all the jackets that you didn't wear the previous season, or maybe don't quite fit as well as they used to. And that should not take a lot of time at all. Here we have some more coats. This one is a raincoat, which is actually something that comes in handy. I have worn this in the last year or two. But this one is, again, a fancier thing that I would wear when I would go out, which I rarely do anymore. And plus I know that this will not fit. Last time I wore this, I was probably 20 pounds lighter, so this won't fit. So I'm gonna get rid of this and all these dresses. I also like to think of my office, or the drawer where we keep some office stuff in the kitchen, and it usually includes pens or papers and things that we really don't need a ton of, and we could quickly go through, check all the pens, and declutter all the ones that don't work very well or are running out of ink. All of these jobs can take less than a minute to go through, depending on your house and how much stuff you have. But I do find that sometimes we let ourselves get completely overwhelmed with the thought of decluttering when we can do these quick 1 minute jobs and really make a huge difference in our homes. If you like the tips that I've shared in this video today, I will link my decluttering ebook down in the description box in case you want more information on how to get started decluttering. You can also hit the subscribe button to join my channel, and you can click right here to watch all the decluttering my mom and I have done in the last 5 years. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!